Dick Gregory, of course. Now, I want to ask Dick this. Dick, we saw a lot of people report a lot of different things dealing with this shooting in Connecticut. And I came out and said, why is it whenever a white person commits a crime like this, they're crazy? But if a black person does it, then they're a nationalist or a Muslim or something like that. And why is all this stuff misinformed? First it was one person, then it was three people, and then the boy who committed the shooting in Connecticut, his father and the father of the boy in Colorado are both involved in the same LIBOR U.S. Senate hearing. What's going on with all this? What's your take on all this?
Well, first let me just say this. That last commercial you did, the one your voice. You said you nailed it. Call in now. You did it before Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just called in. That's why I was late getting back. I just called in. I said, give me a taste. Now, I heard you prostate. Ain't nothing wrong with my prostate. So I hope I heard you right, because the white ones don't work. If you have a 4-hour erection, go to the emergency room. Now, you know they talking to white folks. A 4-hour erection in my neighborhood is called a treat. And they advertise it on TV, man.
Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy.
My 5-year-old grandson walked up to me and said, "Granddad, what's an erection?" I said, "Go ask your grandmother." He came back there. Sometimes I forget how smart black women are. He came back with that smile on his face. And I said, "What'd she tell you?" She said, "She'll tell me about that later this evening. But meanwhile, I tell you, she hasn't seen one of them things around the house in years."
You too much, boy.
Now, let's go back to what you were saying. Let's go back. You got it. You know it. Now, let's go back. First, his daddy and mama's divorce. You know that.
Right.
Now, you ask why when they do it, it's called this, and when we do it. Well, that's because we had that stupid, ungodly, unspiritual mentality.
Yes.
They talk about the drugs they was on, right?
Yeah.
You think black folks ain't taking Prozac and all that? We ain't going in like this. So eliminate that. Now let's go back, since you brought it up, and talk about his daddy and the Colorado boy's daddy. His daddy is a huge executive with General Electric, okay?
Right.
His alimony check to the boy's mama, he's remarried now, is $300,000 a month. Huh? Does that sound like big bucks?
That sound like huge bucks.
The judge made him take out. Now imagine you was married to my sister, right? And y'all get a divorce, and you married to another woman, right? And the judge tells you, including in the alimony, son, you have to take out a $3 million insurance policy for your ex-wife. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
All right. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is this. The boy is going to hearings and he might go to jail, the boy's daddy, huh? Because he runs the financial leg of General Electric, okay? That's where the bad home mortgages came out of, huh?
Right.
Did you hear me?
I am.
That's what this hearing is going to be about, okay? Now, let's go back to the boy in Colorado. You talk about credit scores, right?
Right.
Do you know his dad is the one that owns the company that determines credit scores?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, now you know why he got to go to the hearing? Because they jacked up them poor folks' credit ratings so they could get them bad houses. That's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So these just ain't some ordinary chumps. This is big time high cotton, okay? So now let's go back to, do you know my son, Johanse, who runs the charter school at Howard University? This year, that school was equal with the school of presidents and his children, too.
Right.
He was invited to South Africa not too long ago to take over the whole school system. That's my son, right? So my wife called me. I have a daughter in New York that says bureau chief for all sex crimes and murders, 15 and down, from New York. She called her mother and said, "Mom, there's a shooting in a school, right? A little while ago." So when she said that, my daughter don't know nothing about conspiracy. She was, she just got a promotion the other day. If the DA quit or died today, she become acting DA. That's how big she is. She really think that, she really Have you heard anything? No. Well, my son runs the school at Howard for little tots, right? So I called him. I said, yo, where are you? He said, I'm in Silver Springs. I said, don't go to school today. Do not go to school today, right? So now I get a call at 9:47. The incident just happened. Did you look at the incident that morning?
Yeah, I was in China looking at the incident, and
did you see them ambulances coming in and coming out with them people in it? I asked yourself a question. How come we ain't heard of no injuries? All they telling us about was the folks that got killed. They haven't mentioned one injured person, and them ambulances was coming in and going out, right? You hear me? They also said the shooter is dead.
Right.
Committed suicide.
Right.
Now, how can you say that quick when it takes forensics to go in there, and they could have been there 5 days? Not one dead body could have moved out that place till forensics got in there. They got to take pictures 3 different ways. The coroner got to take pictures. So how did they know that quick who he was? How did they know he wasn't a school teacher? Huh? You hear me? So then they said it was 2 other people who's in custody. One in the back of the school with a fatigue outfit on. Right. And the other one was his brother they talking to. Right? Now they said that evidently he killed his daddy in New Jersey and drove 2.5 hours. So I said to one of my sons, well, that's a long time to keep rage, huh? I mean, military go for something. I don't keep rage that long. And then he came, and then they said, then he killed his mother, who worked at the school. You heard that, right?
Right. And she was a kindergarten teacher or first grade teacher at the school. That's what they were doing at first.
Ho, son. A woman getting $300,000 alimony check a month is going to teach school. Come on, huh?
Yeah, right.
She's never been in that school. Did you hear me?
I know.
Now, why did this misinformation? In other words, if you rob a bank, and me and you are together, and I'm on the phone giving misinformation, have I committed the crime?
Yeah.
Huh? And all that misinformation, all at once nobody talks about the guy in the fatigues. The brother was not there, he was in Hoboken. Huh? Well, why y'all think it was the brother? Well, he had his brother's driver's license. The brother that ain't spoken months. The dad that ain't spoken years. Huh? So how did he get the driver's license? And if I'm on my way to commit suicide, why do I give a damn about hiding my identity? Huh?
Right. And why was the FBI there? Why was the FBI there, Dick?
To cover up. You remember Malcolm X? The FBI. I had to go to the government to get his autopsy, and I kept saying, why were y'all there? That wasn't a federal crime. Huh? Hello? Well, I tell you why they was there with Malcolm. You know, the brothers, I call them dogs brothers, the Negroes threw a smoke bomb in the back, and everybody was running, right? Yeah. They ran up to the stage where Malcolm was on the stage, right? So they on the floor, so they shooting up, like, when we get the autopsy pictures, all the bullets in Malcolm is going down.
Wait. Hold that thought. We're going to get some commercial break, because that's deep right there. Hold that thought, because I got to come back to that. We're talking to Professor Gregory. We're talking to you, Truth Fighters, on We're Valentine's Show.